Don't be a flake. Don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Don't hesitate to say, hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
1-800-MATT. Hey, babe.
What's up, babe?
Babe, I'm starting to wear button downs now with the sleeve tight around the arm. What do you think? This is a new look that I'm going for, where it's a button down.
It's complimentary.
Good material.
Yeah.
Made by the Roosevelts.
Oh.
At RSVLTS on Instagram. This is called the Kanoko shirt.
Well, I mean, this is a full-on plug. Are you that much? Are you that much behind this product? Did they send them to you for nothing, or did you pay for that?
No, they sent this to me for nothing. But then
okay.
But no, this one
Give
for
them the
nothing.
plug.
This one for nothing. But then I bought. I bought them with my own full.
So you got a little Aztec pattern going on there.
I like it.
Are you appropriating?
I don't know.
TBD.
I do feel like a can of Arizona iced tea.
Yeah.
But it's tied on the sleeves. I also have a cold. Now, you've given me...
I gave you this. It's like an airborne. It's called Barocca.
And
it's just a shot in the chops. It supports mental sharpness and physical energy. It's loaded with vitamin B and C and you even got some probably folic acid in there.
Folic acid?
Riboflavin out the yin
Folic
yang.
acid, that's what you're supposed to take if you're pregnant.
Niacin, well, don't, the cat's out of the bag. But you got biotin, zinc, magnesium, calcium. Look at this. Vitamin B6, you got 588% worth.
What is it?
How about this? Thiamine, 1,250% the recommended thiamine.
You know what? I want to say out of all my friends, you probably got the nicest thiamines.
What's up, everybody? I'm back on the road doing stand-up. Go to chrisdcomedy.com. Check the website. See if your city's on there. We got a lot of shows sold out. We're adding a lot of shows. I appreciate the fan support so much. That's chrisdcomedy.com.
Vitamin C, 1,111% your daily recommended. You're gonna
wait. So
you're on the road to mental sharpness.
Okay.
No, I told you one time I accidentally took 42,000% of my daily recommended vitamin B.
And you were out of your mind.
I swear to God, it was like I did so much cocaine, if that's what cocaine is like.
Is that when you're pee crystallized?
No.
Okay.
Pee crystallized later on. I was told that in general I'm taking too much vitamin C, knock it down. I had a cold, and I went and bought this packet that looked like Emergency, but it was a different brand, and I just took it, and after that I was going like, and I looked at the thing, it was 41,667%. I showed you on this podcast, the recommended daily allowance. So if you divide 41,000, hold on a second. If you divide 41,677% by 100. I took 416 days worth of vitamin D in one afternoon.
A year,
416 days worth.
I mean,
a year's worth of vitamin B. I took it in one shot. I swear to God, I didn't know what I was doing. It was like I took a full loco.
Did you sleep that night, or you didn't sleep for a couple of days?
I was for hours. I felt like I was on like a high dose of Adderall or something like that. I was jumping in place.
Was it like borderline scary, actually?
It was. It actually was. I was like, man, I can't believe how I feel right now. This is nuts.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was
you ever take a full loco?
No.
I did a full loco once.
I like your idea, though, that we're going to do maybe we'll do it on an episode or on the Patreon where we line up espresso shots and do a show.
I think, this is what I think. You know how like sometimes like people will like, even you do the edibles, right? You do edibles?
On the Chrissy Chaos Show, on the Patreon, we do the Chris and Eddie Show at patreon.com/ChristyComedy, where we do edibles, a.k.a. Eddies. And we call it the Chris and Eddie Show, where we do an edible and we do the show, which you will be a guest on.
Yes. I'm going to be a guest on Patreon.
You're a guest on the Patreon, but you're going to also be a guest on the edible show.
I know, and what you guys are saying, where the hell's your Patreon? The reason we couldn't do it is because Chris is over there, in LA filming, and now he's back. But when he comes back in just a few weeks, I think, or something like that, we're going to start it up.
Yes.
I know we keep saying it. We're going to do it, but you drink that all. I need you to drink that all to get better.
I just got to get a blow-in.
Although it's extremely rare to die from a vitamin overdose, there have been reported instances of death related to vitamin toxicity. For example, hypervitaminosis can be caused by taking one large dose of over 200 milligrams of vitamin A or chronic use of more than 10 times the daily intake. 10 times. I took 416 times the intake.
You actually cheated death, is what we're saying.
How do they sell that product?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you remember what the product was?
It's on my friggin'. It's like on an Instagram. I Instagram the package, the nutrition facts, because after I didn't understand what happened to me, I looked at the nutrition facts and saw that, and I freaked out and I posted it.
Right.
And I don't know how you're allowed to have 42,000% of something.
Now, I've had this cold for a long time now. I've had it for 2 weeks.
You thought it was allergies.
But how do I know if it's not out? How do we know
We'll
if
see
it's
if I get sick.
allergies versus the cold?
Yeah. No, but when I used to have allergies, I could always be like, I know this is allergies.
But I was saying I knew this was
There's
allergies.
a thing.
But I knew that it was allergies. But
And now
now
you're
I
not
just
so
told
sure.
you. Now I think it could be a cold.
You don't know who the suspect is. It's like an episode of Murder, She Wrote.
So here, what's the difference between shout out Angela Lansbury?
Shout out Jessica. What's her name? Jessica on the show. Angela Lansbury was Jessica. Angela Lansbury, Murder, She Wrote. Jessica, come on, Sal.
Jessica Fletcher.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me
say way-o. Cold versus allergies. You ready? If you have a cold, sore throat, usually allergies, rarely. I don't have a sore throat. So we got one in the thing for allergies. Runny nose, usually cold, usually allergies. Doesn't help.
Check the box.
Stuffy nose, usually cold, usually allergies. Fever with a cold, sometimes allergy, never. I don't have a fever.
Please, I hope you don't.
I don't have a fever.
All right.
I don't. Yeah.
You got a fever?
I don't know. I don't have a fever.
The only
so
prescription?
right now we're leaning allergies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So if it's allergies, it's allergies.
Yeah.
What can you do?
I don't know. You know who doesn't get allergies?
Oh.
Tom Brady.
Shout out Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Won the Super Bowl
This year, he won the Tampa Bucks won in Tampa.
in Tampa, which is unheard of. A team never gets to play in their home city, let alone win it in the home city. Tampa Tom did it.
He's also the Kane Tanaka of the NFL.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And Patrick Mahomes, one of the youngest
Can't say
hotshot
enough about
quarterbacks in the league.
Can't say enough about him.
Runner-up, Kansas City Chiefs. He's already won a Super Bowl. Why does he need another one? It's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
What happens?
Good to go.
Did I tell you I got the cube in the mail?
You got the cube.
I got the cube.
I told you I got the
brought
cube.
it up here
Hold
somewhere.
on. Because okay, so what the cube is, it comes out on June 10th, or maybe it came out already. It's Dwayne Wade's.
I have not opened this yet. Oh my God! I think you actually have God, please don't have something serious.
Yeah.
Is this something serious? This could be. The cube.
Okay,
Dwayne
the
Wade.
cube. Dwayne Wade, former Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls basketball player, then also on the Miami Heat, now is hosting a show on TBS.
I was on a flight once with Dwayne Wade.
Tall guy?
We went to the Cayman Islands together. We both got off the plane. He's married to
Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, they were on the flight with me. Can you believe that?
First class?
I don't remember. Back then, I don't think I would be flying first class to Cayman Islands.
Why?
But maybe I did because we got free accommodation, so maybe I splurged. Because it wasn't no way he was not in first class.
He can't
But
go.
I don't know if he did walk right past me, and then he was on. And me, and
You know what, though?
He was in flip flops and sweats, but he looked like he was in a suit. It was unbelievable.
Interesting.
It was such upscale flip flops and sweats.
Right.
Like like you could tell if you didn't know who Dwayne Wade or Gabrielle Union were, you would look at them and be like, these two people are stars.
Stars.
Yeah, or wealthy.
You know what, though? You never know, though, with a plane, because I once took a flight from Kansas City back to New York, and Reggie Jackson, Hall of Fame baseball slugger Reggie Jackson, was in the very last row next to the bathroom.
Really?
On the flight.
Maybe he had to get on a flight, and that was the only seat left.
Yeah, but it's
Or
Reggie
maybe
Jackson.
he's just frugal.
It's good to be frugal.
Now, this is going to look like a plug for this show. Because
Well, yeah, well,
but it's
listen,
not-
they sent it to us. I got one. Sal got one. We're excited to about the show, The Cube.
Okay. There's a card from Dwayne Wade here.
Open it up.
Dwayne Wade, and this is the cube. This is my game. These are my rules. This game may look simple at 9 on TBS.
I mean, Dwayne
go.
Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
That was a mouthful from Dwayne Wade.
By the way, real quick, just want to let you know, celebrities who usually all the time fly coach, Kim and Kanye,
I don't believe that at all.
Kate Middleton, Anderson Cooper, Jessica Alba, Paris Hilton, and Caitlyn Jenner.
That's insane.
They fly
That's
coach.
so stupid.
All
There's
right.
no way Paris Hilton flies coach.
You want to get out the cube?
Let's get it out. I don't know what even this is. I don't even understand what this is.
Okay. Here's the top part.
What is going on here?
Okay.
I have a hypochondria. Like, I think I'm getting sick right now. I swear to Christ, I think I'm getting sick. I feel like I'm getting sick.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hopefully I don't.
What are we going to do, though? We got to keep doing the app.
It will prove if you have allergies or you're sick. If I
Or
get
just have a
sick.
cold. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is what it
Yeah.
is. If I get
If I knew
sick,
when I woke up this morning, I was certain it was allergies. As the days progressed, I'm on the fence.
okay.
All right.
All right. What can we do? Not much. For those of you listening in, I have a plexiglass cube in my hand. I'd say it's about, I don't know, 5 cubic feet. And there's a base that lights up, and there's a bunch of balls, red and blue, and then there's a die.
We got a 60-second.
I mean, this is involved. What the balls on Dwayne Wade sending this to my house? I don't have room for this in the apartment.
Put the
This
cube
is a
on.
big thing.
Put the cube on. Watch what happens.
Well,
Watch.
I mean, Dwayne, is this disposable, or is this for years? We play this for years.
This is for years. We're gonna play this. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, it's supposed to light up. Mine lit up. There you go. Lights up.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
What happens now, though? He said it.
One player. Here's how you play. Play a game. You need a blindfold, several brooms or mops, ottoman, side tables or chairs, and a timer, which is optional.
That's not true. We don't just need the cube? End tables and mops. What is this freaking? What is
Here's the directions for the cube. Set up an obstacle course in your home, placing brooms or mops between 2 chairs to create hurdles. While blindfolded, attempt to travel from one end of the room to the other without knocking the brooms or mops from the other positions. Add a time limit to ramp up the pressure. What does it have to do with the cube?
Who is doing this? Is children supposed to do this? Blindfold your children, have them jump hurdles in the middle of the living room?
Here we go. Here's another one. Remove the cube from its... Here's another game called Blind Shot. Remove the cube from its base. Place the cube open side up behind a barrier, like on the other side of a couch, so that it's not visible from your point of view. Attempt to blindly toss the ball over the barrier and into the cube. Alternatively, place the cube across the room with no barrier, but attempt while blindfolded. Then the last game is called Expulsion. Fill the cube with an assortment of balls. The more inside, the harder the challenge. Set your timer 10 to 20 seconds and attempt to scoop all the balls out of the cube with your hands before the clock runs out. If you'd like to add balls, you can use the provided balls plus an assortment of ping pong, tennis, and bouncy balls.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Are you actually stuck in here?
It's.
Oh my God.
I got it. I wouldn't. I mean, it's tight. You get it out, but it's tight. Put it in. See what happens. Make believe your hand is Winnie the Pooh.
I can't even get it in.
You can't maneuver it in.
I just cut my finger.
That's from that.
Wow. Oh that's yesterday.
Yesterday's cube. All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Here, well, hold on.
I'm sorry. I really want to play. I don't understand what this is.
Well, they gave us a 10-second timer from the Muaz cube timer, and I guess that's got batteries and that's a timer. So
how do I even dispose of this? Well, where do I put this now? It doesn't fit in a garbage pail. It doesn't fit in my trash in my kitchen. It doesn't fit down the chute.
So how often do you get promotional material like this?
All the time.
What do you do with it?
Not much. This is intriguing.
See, I just got to the True TV TBS family with the Backyard Bar War show, so now I'm starting to get the products.
They send. I will say something. True TBS. They send really nice gifts during the holidays, during big moments for the show, during our birthdays. They always send something. I never know specifically who to thank. If you're watching, and we know that you are, thank you.
Want to say thank you, Mr. True.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to throw the balls in the side?
I guess.
I don't even know. Well, what game does Tristan play?
He was just throwing. He was. So what Tristan was doing was standing on the other side of the room and trying to pitch the ball through the hole.
Okay, I could see that as a kid,
Yes.
just trying to throw a ball through a hole from across the room.
He was trying to throw a ball through the hole, and then he was
drinking game.
Yeah, and then he put Delilah, and then we put Delilah
in the box.
Was trying to sit in.
She's a contortionist trying to get in there.
Trying to get into the box. Yeah. So that. But now. So that's the cube. June 10, TBS.
Yeah, I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, what? Why don't we should? Why does everybody at home just watch the show and
we have no
send us videos?
We have no stake in the show, though.
We got no stake in the show.
What has Dwayne Wade ever done for me?
If Dwayne
Wade has Miami Heat championship ring money,
yeah,
I'm promoting the cube for him. He's got to give me something.
Can he shout out, "Hey, babe," once?
Maybe once. Dwayne Wade, I was on a flight with you.
I'd like to. How about how crazy would it be if, like, you know what's going to eventually happen is because the
Kane
podcast
Tanaka's gonna die.
that's unfortunately yes. The at this rate she might outlive me. The podcast money, the podcasters and really the YouTubers are making so much money. I bet you it's not out of the realm of possibility where in our lifetime or very soon, some like huge YouTuber, because they have so much money, is going to like pay enough to like have themselves, their faces like sponsored and stitched onto like an NBA jersey.
Oh yeah,
That's going to happen. Like Logan Paul is just going to be on my.
It'll be like the Logan Paul Center that the Lakers play at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to happen. How great would that be?
It's a lot of money those guys are making.
Let me ask you a question. Should we just continue the episode with the cube on for the rest of the show, or is it too much free promo, even though we're part of the TBS True TV family?
I think we did our due diligence.
We could put the cube away.
I wanted to play the game, but I don't know what the game is.
Unfortunately, I don't know what it is, and your hand got stuck in it. And I'd rather, even though I'll do anything, you know, I'm a team player, I'd rather not rip the skin off my knuckles.
Yeah.
Just to prove a point.
If I could get this cube off of this lettering, I could put like a football helmet in there and make it like a display case.
Oh, I know, with the light.
Or I could like just behead somebody and throw it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Could you imagine? That would be funny to put a human head inside that.
Yeah. Next on the cube. All right, get that thing out of the way. God bless. Good luck with the show, Dwayne Wade. Yeah, I mean, we could give that away to a listener. I don't know what it's about.
Here, that cube arrived at my house this morning.
You've been sick 7 days now.
7 days.
Since last Thursday, you've been sick.
I've been sick.
Yeah.
The cube arrived at my house this morning. I guarantee you.
It's broken.
I bet I would be I promise you, if this is true, I will film it and we will put it on the Hey Babe show. It is outside in front of my house right now in pieces, getting ready to be thrown out into the garbage.
So?
I bet you either Delilah or Tristan broke it. Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Just immediately broke
You
it.
could try to sell it. Did we get anything for it?
No, what would you get for it?
I'd love to leave it on like McDougal Street, see what they do with it.
Let's see. Listen, if you guys want, if you
Like,
want,
set up a camera and just see.
Here we go.
People just start playing the cube.
if you want the cube that's in the possession of me and Sal right now, $10,000 cash.
And we'll sign it. We'll sign it.
We'll throw in a John A. Light baseball bat through
That's
through
worth
both
200.
holes.
That's worth 200 unsigned.
Unsigned.
You ever buy anything off Craigslist?
No.
Do you know like Craigslist, like people go to your house and stuff? You ever do like?
What do you mean?
Well, like Craigslist, but people want to sell something. Like I went and bought a treadmill off Craigslist once.
Okay.
So Craigslist people will be like, you know, I got a couch, I don't need, you know, $50 or best offer, $500 or best offer, or come get it, take it for free,
Right?
Whatever, you know what I mean? That's how people like Craigslist usually go to someone's house. It's very you've never done anything.
Shady.
Yeah,
Never done anything on Craigslist.
So one time it was got to be like I want to say it was like mid-90s.
Okay.
And I wanted to buy a treadmill, but a treadmill like out of the store was like $1,000. I couldn't afford it, so I perused Craigslist for ads. And
Craigslist has been around since the mid-90s?
I gotta imagine, pimp.
I didn't think that. I thought that Craigslist was I thought it came out around like 2005
Yeah,
or 90. So you were very early on Craigslist. You literally came out in the mid-90s.
Yeah, mid to late 90s.
Did you hear about this with Craigslist where the mob's hiding on it?
No.
Mafia hits new low. Reputed Gambino mobsters charged with running Craigslist teen prostitution ring.
Wow, you really can't get anything on Craigslist.
On Craigslist.
I would never know to even search for that on Craigslist. I usually
Me neither.
search for like,
Craigslist has a weird underbelly.
yeah, right.
Couches.
Craigslist is like the original Silk Road, I think. Right? Seedy. Someone told me one time. Someone told me like there was like an ad that they read, and they were like, "Do you guys like ski?" And that was like, I'll sell you cocaine." Yeah. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, that I knew skiing meant coke.
Okay.
Well, prostitution is legal in New York now.
What do you mean?
Yeah, or it's decriminalized, which pretty much means it's legal.
Really?
Yeah, Manhattan to stop prosecuting prostitution.
Wow. As of last week.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go, guys.
Get a prosty. Prosty-wasty.
A prost exam. So I need this treadmill, right? So I found the guy. It says $150. Come pick it up. So I get my buddy Mike Botch. We get in my car. It was a red celebrity. It was like I might have put up the pictures of my car, that red celebrity station wagon where I put the detailing on it.
Okay.
It says "These nuts."
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we get to this guy's house. We pull up. He actually lived in Staten Island, near like I forget the name of the block, but it's where Redman used to live. You ever see the Redman cribs?
No.
he's like living in like a townhouse and
In Staten Island.
yeah, and he does the cribs. It's really funny. It was the first one to ever do. He was the first one to ever do a cribs in like a place that wasn't really like great. And his cousin is sleeping on the floor in one room. He gets out of bed and his cousin, he's like, "Don't mind this guy." And he steps over and goes, "That's just my cousin." And his cousin's passed out on the living room floor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is when cribs was at the height. He did this.
I mean, it's hilarious though.
Look at the blinds.
But it's actually pretty, probably like if he spruced it up, it's actually probably a nice piece of property, right? In a decent
it
house.
looks like a college guy's house. I mean, look, it's not clean. He's hysterical. I love Redman.
You ever
Shout
meet him?
out to Reggie Noble. What?
You ever meet him?
Yeah, I actually have a few
Yeah.
times. He doesn't know me or know who I am, but I've met him.
You think he still lives on Staten Island?
He's got this on the floor. Look,
You think he still lives on Staten Island?
I think Staten Island side. He might still
He's
be
from
here.
Staten Island, right? Or he's not.
He's from Brick City, babe. He's from Newark, but
Newark.
but he reps Newark, but he's on Staten Island a lot. We have a streetwear company here called Richmond Hood. Shout out Richmond Hood. And he's like boys with them or heavily involved with them. He does skateboarding and photography a lot, and he hangs out at all like the Staten Island street festivals we have and stuff. Redman's like around.
Interesting.
Eminem's
Interesting.
favorite rapper.
What?
Eminem's favorite rapper.
Is Redman?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. You know that song Till I think it's Till I Collapse. Where he goes, "I got a list. Here's the order of my list." And he goes, Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and then me.
Reggie is Redman.
Reggie's Reggie. No, yeah, Redman. Yeah.
We're positive Reggie's.
Billion.
It's not. You sure? It's not. It's not Reggie Miller.
It's Redman.
Okay.
Reggie Miller.
I don't know.
No, but he's talking about rappers.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah. 20 weirdest things you could buy on Craigslist. Antique hand crank women's vibrating adult toy.
Get it. Get it with the Hey Babe card.
No.
Get it.
Let's get it. Mark it down.
Mark
We'll
it down.
get it. We'll autograph it. We'll raffle it off.
We'll get it,
A
yeah.
magical horse. I don't know what that is. A belly button lint. Gross.
No, I don't want that.
Human soul.
Whatever that is.
Idiot dog. Buffy the Vampire Slayer action figures. How does that belong?
Sal has them already.
Totally awesome. So here's what happened, right? So I go to this guy's house, right? So it's in Redman's community. It's like near the Salvation Army. It's not far. And we go. This guy opens the door, and this guy, it's a single white dude, tall, big guy, maybe like in his 40s.
So it's a single white male, not a single white female.
Single white male. But I was like, no joke, I was like 20.
Right.
So this guy was like 45, 50 maybe, right?
Right.
He answers the door in a bathrobe.
Right.
And no shirt underneath, like tattered shorts.
Good body?
His hair, no.
Okay.
And he wasn't fat or anything, but he wasn't like rich or anything.
Yeah.
He's not shaven. His hair's bedhead. He looked like a guy.
What time of the day is this?
This was like in the afternoon, like noon.
Yeah.
Right? He just looked like a guy that was... His house was a mess.
Right.
He just looked like maybe he had a drug problem, a drinking problem, or maybe he was just like depressed, or maybe he just was like, the shit was falling apart. There was no woman in the man's life, that's
Right,
for sure.
for sure.
Because the place was like, looked like whatever.
Probably not even his mama.
Probably not even his mama. And I was actually a little bit hesitant, but I had my friend with me. But he opened the door and he's like towering over us. And he's like, "Oh, hey guys." And he's like all like weird and like, you know, like he's like, and he goes, yeah, come in. He goes, "What are you here for?" I guess he listed other things. So we're like, the treadmill. And he goes, "Oh, right, the treadmill. Come on, follow me."
Listen, babe, this is one of those ones where it's like, we get ad copies for certain ads. And you're like, oh, let's try to look at Magic Spoon.
I don't have to.
I don't need it.
4 net carbs, 140 calories, 12, 13 grams of protein.
13, 14 grams of protein.
14
Actually,
grams
they
of
upped
protein.
it. Yeah.
The flavors, peanut butter, frosted,
Cocoa.
fruity, blueberry, cocoa.
Cinnamon.
You could order a pack of 4. You get $5 off. I don't got to look
I don't have
at
to do
the copy.
anything. It's the
I eat it. I live it.
It's keto friendly. It's guilt free. I love the cereal. I do it almond milk and bananas. Personally, you don't have to do that.
I used to put bananas in my cereal, and I haven't done it in years, and now I'm going to do it again.
You ready for this? You ready
Please,
for what I
I'm-
did? You
I'm
ready for what I
complete.
did this morning?
I'm ready.
Cocoa flavored Magic Spoon, banana almond milk with bananas.
Wow.
That's what I did.
You're really getting inventive with your breakfast.
Yes. Well, Magic Spoon, you can do whatever the hell you want. You get inventive.
You can
Doesn't
do
matter.
it. I'll do one better. The box, I think it's about 7 ounces.
7 ounces.
I don't know. I'm just saying,
Interesting.
I think it is.
MagicSpoon.com/HeyBabe. Get the custom bundle. Use the promo code HeyBabe. Get $5 off your order. So if you want $5 off the Magic Spoon, all you got to do is go to MagicSpoon.com/HeyBabe. Put in the promo code HeyBabe. I'm telling you, I genuinely in my heart believe this. It is the best cereal I've ever had, and it's guilt-free. Yes, there's all the other cereals that you used to eat and love as a kid, the Fruit Loops, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, blah, 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 but it makes you fat. It's sugary. If you want to have those once in a while, fine. But if you want to stay on your diet, if you want to stay healthy, health is wealth, as they say, Magic Spoon's the answer.
That's it.
This podcast, sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating with someone in under 48 hours. Not a crisis line, okay? It's a self-help. It's not a self-help line. It's professional counseling.
Yes.
And it's done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise available. And even if it's not locally available in your area, you can still get
The
it.
service is available for clients worldwide, except I would presume China and North Korea, because they don't really have access to the internet.
They don't
but
have
if
our
they
internet.
did, if they don't have our internet service, they may have a version of their BetterHelp
Maybe,
there
maybe
and
not.
go do that. But I would say North Korea and China at the moment are not allowing American servers to be done, or European servers to be done. So I would say BetterHelp.com worldwide, except those 2 countries, a little caveat, but most of the world.
But you can, if you do have the internet, you can log on, send a message to your counselor at any time. We have a special offer.
Special offer. And if you do have access to the people in North Korea, please let them know.
Yeah.
Special offer, BetterHelp.com/HeyBabe. That's BetterHelp.com/HeyBabe. 10% off your first month, kids.
That's right. 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/HeyBabe.
/HeyBabe. Go check out BetterHelp, you nutbags.
So he opens the door.
The house smell.
Yeah, it was not kept.
Right.
Right. And so he goes, oh, we got to go upstairs. And we go up this little staircase. It's a main staircase, but it's like this little staircase up the side. It was like a townhouse.
Right.
And it was carpeted, all carpeted. The carpet was a little dirty. And there was CDs all over the steps. So I was walking up the steps. We all follow him in his bathrobe, shirtless. And we're trying not to step on any CDs or whatever. And we get to the top of the floor, and there's like 2 little rooms. One was like a little den that he turned into. And he opens it, and the room is a mess, and the treadmill's in there, right? And it's a big treadmill, like one of the big ones.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he goes, we just gotta work together to get it out of here. And so I was like, okay. And I'm like, but it was like $1,000, $1,200 treadmill. But
And you would get it for how much?
150 is what he listed it for, right?
Oh my God.
So, but the treadmill looked like it wasn't like in new condition.
Right.
So we go to pick it up. The thing had to be a couple of 100 pounds easy.
Right.
Easy. And it's huge. You know those big treadmills in
Yeah,
gyms?
of course, yeah.
So my friend and me get one end, the guy gets the other end.
Oh, God, that's a disaster.
I'm in the house less than 5 minutes. Me and this guy and my friend Mike are carrying like a 200-pound treadmill down this narrow steps. And this guy definitely was on something. I don't know what. And we're going... I mean, we have to rest it every couple of steps. And as I'm going down, you hear the jewel cases just smashing under our feet of all the CDs that were on the steps. It's like crack. I'm like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I just try to avoid the CDs. And then we get to the bottom of the steps, right? And so we set it down, and I'm literally breathing heavy. And Craigslist, like a known thing, like you bargain. That's what you do. You never accept someone's first. It's like a digital flea market, right? So I look at my friend, and we had this whole plan to like bargain with him, like we were going to say. And I go, listen, I know it said 150 in the ad. I go, but I was wondering, if you could do a little better, right? And the guy looks at me and goes, I swear to God, is the exact words that came out of his. He goes, I had a lot of. He said, I had a lot of good years with that machine. And he was like staring. He was like staring off into nothing.
That's the title of the episode. I had a lot of good years with that machine.
I had a lot of good years with that machine.
Yeah.
And like there was clothes hanging on it when we got upstairs. And so it's at the bottom of the steps. All the plastic from all the CD, bro, it's all over. And he goes, I had a lot of good years with that machine. And I go, I was like, speaking of, I was like, I know you said 150. Is there any way you could do a little better than that? It's a little steep for me. And he goes, I guess, all right, take it.
$0.
Zero. He went from 150 to bargain, and he goes, take it.
Take it.
He didn't say 140, 110, 125. Take it.
Take it.
Zero he went to.
I had a lot of good years with that machine.
I had a lot of good years with that machine, and take it. It's the two things he said to me. And I was like, what? And then my friend brought it out to the car, and I had their red station wagon, and I popped the back, and I was in the back, and my friend went to the front, and I went to the front. My friend was in the back, and he pushed it in and closed the thing, and it fit because we put the seats down. It went from the back of the station wagon to the front to the very, very front, to the steering wheel. And I said, thank you so much. He goes, all right, he's in his bathroom. He waves goodbye. I get in the front seat. My friend gets in the front seat. I close the door. I look up. My entire windshield is shattered because my friend pushed the treadmill all the way in, and it was too long for the car, and it hit the front windshield and shattered the whole windshield. And I just looked up and I go, what the I go, when did that happen? Because it wasn't like pushing on it. It was still like this far away. So I guess it like settled. And my friend was like, I don't know. And I'm like, did we do that? And my friend goes, I go, did you do that? And because he pushed it. And he goes, no. He goes, maybe like when we were inside, like kids were playing ball and they hit the windshield. And then, my friend, we started cracking up. And like, as he drove away, he's like, I probably did it.
How much did it cost to fix the windshield?
Never fixed it.
Never fixed it.
Drove around with a shattered windshield to the car. Never fixed it ever. Drove around with a shattered windshield for the life of that car.
Which was how much longer? Wasn't Kane Tanaka long?
No, it was long. It was like 2 years.
Which is, in car years, pretty much like Kane Tanaka.
Kane Tanaka, God bless. God bless
I have
her.
a question. As a germaphobe, you hear the guy talk about sweating on this machine.
I cleaned the whole thing, but then the problem with that machine was that I never could use it because the belt was too loose. So when I turned it on, I would take a step, it would stop when my foot came down, and then when it came up, it would start again. So it ended up being a piece of shit. I had to throw it away anyway, and I ended up buying one from Sports Authority.
So it didn't work. So
Didn't
how many
work.
times did you actually use it?
I tried to use it like a handful of times until I was like, I'm going to kill myself on this thing.
And it was such
then
a
I
hassle.
bought one of those mini, smaller ones for like $400, $500 at Sports Authority.
But if you
And
would
then I never used that, really.
Never.
Hardly.
Do you have a treadmill in the house today?
I do not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a treadmill guy. People keep getting killed on the Peloton treadmill.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You heard this?
Yeah, it's on the news.
Treadmills are weird. Treadmill fails are great. You ever see
Yeah.
that? When they're running or they step on an
Oh, it's
unexpected and they just shoot to the back wall.
Best. Yeah. Kids keep getting sucked under it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Peloton recalls treadmills after dozens of injuries and a death.
Yes. No good on the Peloton. Peloton bike, shout out, good stuff. But the treadmill, you don't want that.
They recall all treadmills, so they had treadmills, now they don't have treadmills?
I
Wow,
guess
a
the Peloton
6-year-old
treadmill.
died after being pulled underneath it.
I just ordered
Oh.
a Peloton to the house, and it accidentally charged me twice.
Really?
Yeah. I'm in a whole dispute. They said they can't get it. So I called Peloton. I said, I only want one. It accidentally charged me for two. They go, okay, but the order's already placed. I said, yeah, I know, but I don't want two Pelotons. And they're like, there's a long process. Like, it's a process for us to, get. They said, we won't send two. We'll only send one.
But you got a whole hullabaloo now?
You may get charged for two. And then you have to figure it out with Amex. And then Amex told me, to just, dispute the charge, fine, but you may not get the credit back on your credit card for like 90 days.
You get that credit back from Amex on your thing, I'll buy the other Peloton off you.
You want a Peloton?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how much is the Peloton?
It was like $2,500.
American?
Yeah, but it comes with shoes and weights.
Oh, it comes with the shoes.
It comes.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, comes with the shoes.
What do you mean shoes?
Because you need certain shoes
Special shoes?
to lock in.
You got to wear special. So
It's like
but we're
bowling
not
shoes.
the same size. We're a size off, I think.
Yeah, but you could just get. But I'm giving you the credit, so you pick your shoe size. It's like bowling shoes, but for a Peloton.
Have you been on a Peloton?
Never.
What made you invest $2,500 American dollars on a bicycle? I know it's sweeping the nation, but is that something that you want to like? Has someone vouched for it? That's a hefty price
No, I
tag.
was just sitting at home. I saw.
And then you have to subscribe right to the classes
Yeah.
on top of that.
Yeah.
That must have been terrible for that poor child that was dragged under the treadmill, and the lady teaching the class was like, "Come on,
No,
you can do it!"
Yeah.
It's like the dish, and she's like, "Get off your asses!"
Jeez.
Sarah, I don't see you. Do they see you?
I think so. No, right? No, they can't see everybody.
I mean, I hope that family owns Peloton now.
They need to. Yeah.
I mean, is it Peloton's fault, or could it happen with any treadmill?
Well, no, it started sucking pets under it too.
Yeah.
Oh God,
That's a
sucking
lot of power.
pets.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I just saw the commercial and
What
I
is
got hooked.
Peloton? What does that mean? That name?
I think it's just
You saw the commercial and got hooked?
yeah.
You know, you can get a used car for $2,500. My first car was like, my first car ever that I bought was $1,100, and my next car was $550.
But I put it on layaway. I haven't went layaway in a long time. I went layaway.
You went layaway.
I
so
went
you're doing
layaway.
installments.
I'm doing installments.
Let me ask
so
you
it
this:
doesn't-
are they interest free?
Interest-free layaway.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's
Wow.
interest-free. I didn't look.
Yeah, I heard there's a crazy wave for Peloton because during the pandemic, everybody wanted a gym in the house, and then there was a run on them.
I ordered mine Wednesday. It's coming tomorrow, Friday. So it's coming right away.
And
48
now
hours.
that Peloton is killing people on the treadmill, they're competing with COVID in more ways than one.
Yes.
Because people want to.
Who's going to kill more?
In French, Peloton means ball.
Okay. But it's often used with the meaning group. So ball group.
Bicycling context. Okay.
Okay.
Group or a marathon or a sporting event. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure that Peloton instance was an accident, and they're doing all they can to fix it. And our hearts go out to all the pets and people that have
Sucked under the Peloton.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean,
What
what can you do?
Oh, it's got gloom and doom all of a sudden. It's a very sad podcast.
This has been
man.
Hey Babe. No. Peloton. Yes, I'm gonna get it, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big spin guy. I'm not a big spin bike guy. But the family wanted it, so we got it for him. And then I don't know. Spin
I took a
always
spin class once. People started crying.
really.
Yeah.
It hurts my ass. The seat always hurts my ass. I have a
Always.
fat ass, I have protruding bones from my ass.
No, my ass hurts on bicycle seats all the time. I got to get those ones that look like lazy boy recliner seats.
Right.
Like on the bike.
I got to be honest with you. I'm pretty loopy right now from either the Dayquil or the what's it called? Binoco? Baroka?
Yeah.
I'm pretty loopy from the Baroka and the NyQuil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is supposed to be non-drowse, but I don't know if that ever works.
Yeah.
So how do you feel right now? Do you feel like you can go on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my heart can go on.
Like you're like straight Celine.
Straight Celine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heart can go on. But I do feel loopy. I feel loopy doopy. And
I want to feel loopy almost.
And we are on, folks, the last tissue.
Not only was that a new box, I swear to God, I had taken the remnants of the old box before I gave you that and stuffed it in with the new box. So you have gone through over one box of tissues in the last hour.
65 3-ply tissues in one box.
There you go.
Plus another 10, so let's say 75 tissues.
Wow.
65 tissues a box. I went through them all. Look,
But what are you going to do
got
now?
a whole bag of tissues.
What are you going to do now?
Use my shirt.
No,
Or go
you
back to
can't.
toilet paper.
You can't use your Roosevelt shirt.
Shout out Roosevelt.
Shout out Roosevelt. Shout out Teddy. Shout out Theodore. Shout out FDR. Shout out the Delano Hotel in Miami. Shout out Miami. Shout out the Equator.
Shout out the equator. Shout out the equator. Yeah, shout out the equator.
Facts about the equator. It's halfway between the North and South Pole. We know that. It's 0 degrees lats. We knew that. An equator divides the planet into a northern hem and a southern hem. We knew that. The Earth is widest at its equator. We knew that. I mean, tell me something I don't know, equator.
Yeah.
The distance around the Earth at the equator in its circumference is 24,901 miles.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I probably read that before. I didn't retain that.
I didn't know that at all.
If you live on the equator, you will experience the quickest rates of sunrise and sunset in the world, taking a matter of minutes.
What?
Yeah, because I guess it's got the least to travel because you're dead cent.
These people also have a constant 12 hours of daylight through the year.
Day and night.
Day and night, sorry.
Oh, wow. So there's no, I wouldn't want 12.
No.
Wait, that means it's only light for 12 hours a day? That's not that much, right?
That's not that much.
Like 7 to 7. Like in summertime, we get, 16 hours?
Yeah.
Don't we? We get like 9-ish. And then till no joke, it's like 6 in the morning, the sunrise.
Yeah.
So 9 hours, might as well you got 15 hours.
Yeah. I haven't seen a good sunrise lately.
You ever I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
When's
watched
the last time you saw a good sunrise?
No, I watched them.
Oh, you
I
serious?
watched them rise and set.
What?
Yeah, as a I do that as a matter of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I'm not joking. I watched the set 3 times last week.
Oh, you watched the
Sat
set.
and watched the set. Rises are a little bit more infrequent, but I make sure I shoehorn them in. There was a supermoon last week at about 7:14 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Nah.
You couldn't do it.
But I'm just saying, I got my hand on the pulse.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Well,
Yeah.
that's good to know. Yeah.
What do you like better, a sunrise or a set?
I would have to say
They're both really nice.
I like a sunrise only because I know that pancakes are coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunset, kind of feel like you had your day already.
Yeah.
There's not much to look forward to.
It's more romantic, though.
Sunset.
If you're going to propose, I do it at a sunset, not a sunrise.
I do it at a sunrise.
Really? You propose at a sunrise?
For me, nothing makes me hornier than a sunrise.
Okay. So then you're going to get your loved one in the dark first. You're going to have to tell a fib. Why are you bringing me out this early?
Hey, who's counting?
You know what I mean?
How about this?
If you ever propose, how are you going to do it? Do you know?
What would I do?
Can we crowdsource your proposal?
I would, if I was going to propose.
We'll take the top 10 suggestions and then put it out to vote. We'll keep it from Vinny. That's the last sentence.
Here, I'll start it. Okay. Sal, remember that story we were doing on one of those episodes where that fisherman got stuck in the whale's mouth? Do you remember, like, the whale literally ate a fisherman?
High tension situation.
I was thinking about it. I said, if I was in that situation, stuck in the whale's mouth.
He started punching the innards.
I can't think of anything that would calm me down in that situation. Can you?
I would. The only thing I can think of is throwing in maybe like a fistful of Sunday Scaries CBD gummies.
If we gave that whale a fistful of Sunday Scaries CBD gummies, it would get so relaxed that the fisherman would have been able to just swim right out of its mouth.
Swim right back out.
Because no contractions anymore. You're just chilling. You're vibing. You're in the Atlantic Ocean in a whale's mouth. Sunday Scaries keeps me calm.
That's it. That would be the vibe. He would come out of that not even upset. He would be making puns like, I had a whale of a good time.
This is how chill Sunday Scaries is. Sunday Scaries must be getting high off their own supply, because you know what they're doing now? You know what the new offer is? SundayScaries.com. Put in the promo code HeyBabe, 25% off. 25% off.
That's big.
That's 1/4 of the. They don't care anymore.
What is it, Black Friday?
Seriously.
Yeah.
SundayScaries.com. Promo code HeyBabe. That's all you got to do. You get 25% off. I mean, what's the difference? You're getting something for 1/4 off.
But also, as Biggie said in the 10 Crack Commandments, don't get high off your own supply.
Which Sunday Scaries has got to be getting high off their own supply, because they're just giving it away pretty much for free.
I mean, I would anyway if I worked at Sunday Scaries.
SundayScaries.com. Promo code HeyBabe. Don't do crack. Do CBD.
Babe, you vitamin up, right?
I love vitamins.
I used to eat Flintstones vitamins like they were candy.
And go yabba dabba doo.
Yeah. And I stopped, and I think I have a vitamin deficiency now.
You do have a vitamin deficiency?
I feel like I do.
Honestly, man, me and Pimp were just talking about this. We thought that you had a vitamin deficiency because we came in today.
Why?
No, yeah. And we said, he looks a little like,
vitamin deficient.
He looks a vitamin deficient. I can't, and we couldn't put a finger on it. And then Homeless Pimp said, because I wasn't even thinking about this, Homeless Pimp said to me, he goes, he has a vitamin deficiency. Why doesn't he just go to Ritual?
Because you guys take the Ritual.
We take
and you love it, and it puts a pep in your step.
Yes.
It's a multi.
Yes, it's a multivitamin, and
reimagined.
It's got all the nutrients that you could possibly need, including vitamin D3, which everybody needs. It's only 2 daily pills, and it's delivered. They deliver it right to our doors, by the way.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, normally 9 times out of 10, you got to go get the vitamins. You got to go here. You got to go there. You got to go to the drugstore. This is coming right to your doorstep. Boom, you need vitamins.
You never run out. It's traceable, too. That's the one thing I think that it's cool. You'll always know where the nutrients come from that you're taking, thanks to Ritual's one-of-a-kind visible supply chain.
Yeah.
It's designed with your life stage in mind. Now I know a lot about Ritual. Just
Absolutely.
out of nowhere.
And it's, like you said, it's traceable. It's like swallowing a GPS.
That's right. It's available for men, women, and teens. Ritual multivitamins are scientifically developed to help support different life stages. It makes healthy habits easy. Get your key nutrients without the BS. I should listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to start taking Ritual this week. Definitely, Ritual's offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/heybabe to start your ritual to die.
Here's what I do. If I was going to propose, I'd get down on one knee.
You got to. It'd be weird if you got down on two.
Yeah.
Get down on 2 knees.
Get down.
Double it up. You know what? Everyone gets down on 1 knee.
Yeah.
You know them out of the water.
I'd get into a full Indian style sit. I'd sitting down.
Okay. What pose is that? That's a yoga pose. Isn't
Yoga
it?
pose. I'd sit down. Yeah. I'd be in a warrior pose. I'd sit down. What I do is I'd have both the kids. I'd have my daughter, my stepson. They'd come in holding a box. Inside that box, she would rummage through. There would be red balls and blue balls. It'd be the cube. I'd put the engagement ring inside the cube.
She opened the card. He'd be like, "Hi, this is Dwayne Wade. Chris wants him to know that he loves you very much."
Yes, that's 100% what I do. That's 1,000% what I do. Is I'd have it in the cube.
Yeah.
I'd make that a part of my proposal.
By the time you see the sunset, it's actually gone.
Oh.
5 facts you didn't know about sunsets. Did you know that?
What?
By the time you see the sunset, it's actually gone.
No.
It's okay. So they're right on that one. Sunsets happen because of the Earth's atmosphere. ... None of these are full sentences.
Right.
Yeah. Pollution causes prettier sunsets.
Interesting. Pollution does cause prettier suns. Yeah, I guess they kind of do because it gives it like a nice glimmer, you know.
What does that mean at the bottom there, Pimp? That fifth bullet point. Red sky at night, shepherds delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherds take warning. It's a true quote, it says.
Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. You know what I've never had ever in my life once? Shepherd's pie.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either.
Never had shepherd's pie?
I don't know. I don't think. What is it?
Send shepherd's pie. We'll give you guys the P.O. box. Make a shepherd's pie. Send it to us. We'll eat it live on the show.
What is it? Maybe I have had it when I was in Europe or something.
British comfort food classic, loved by all. Well, not Sal and I. This is a classic recipe using ground lamb. I've never had lamb. Cooked with vegetables and Guinness for an extra flavor boost. Topped with fluffy mashed potatoes and baked.
All right, so fluffy mash and veg, but I don't think I want ground lamb. I'm not a lamb guy. Same recipe, ground beef, is used in a cottage pie.
Never heard of a cottage pie. I've also never had cottage cheese. I've actually never even stayed in a cottage.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have so much so much.
I've never stayed in a cottage, and I've never had cottage cheese. That's a true fact, and I've certainly never had cottage pie.
Yeah, I never had cottage pie. Cottage cheese I've had. Not too bad. I love cottages, though. I love a cottage.
Really?
Oh, my God.
When's the last time
like
you
from
sat in a
fairy
cottage?
tales, like
Yeah.
Hansel and Gretel and shit?
No, I'd love to stay in one, but when does the opportunity arise so you could stay in a cottage?
You can make it happen. You control your own destiny. If you want to stay in a cottage tomorrow, you can make it happen. You just don't walk around thinking about how you're going to stay in a cottage. It's not out of reach.
Okay.
I love a cottage. Like a Keebler elf lives in there with me.
Yeah.
There's a lantern hanging off like a tree, but that's lit with gas, so like a fire in it.
That's
like
nice.
a lantern with fire. I feel like that, like a gingerbread house.
Yeah.
I would love to live in it. You ever see like those Christmas villages that you put under the tree?
Oh, I love
those
a
are
Christmas
like
village.
cottages.
My dream in life is to go to Germany or Austria for Christmas.
I know.
Dream.
I know. Austria would be amazing, right?
Should we do it?
Oh, I would love
Let's
it.
go do
I was
an
saying
Austrian
I'm going to say
Christmas.
Switzerland. Is that the same thing?
No, but
The
German.
foothills? I want to be in one of those the bottom of the mountain little towns.
And then you look, yeah.
And you look, and it's all like a cottage.
Yes.
It's all like I want to live underneath a Christmas tree in a Christmas village, like a fake Christmas village,
Yeah.
but in real life.
I want to die and come back to life as a piece of a nativity set. That's
That's what I want to do.
That's what you
I
wanna-
want to be a figurine underneath a Christmas tree in one of those villages. You know, like there'll be a train going around, then all of a sudden there's like a little skating rink.
Yes.
And then there's a general store.
Yes.
A lot of lampposts.
Yes.
I like that.
like that. Love a lamp
I
post.
want to live in that.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's
How do we do that?
There's got
What's the closest real life example of that? Take me there.
Yeah. What's the best? What is the most picturesque Christmas village in the world? I'm going to guess.
That is
I think there's a place.
thing to Google.
I think there's a place called like Strudorf, Austria, or something like that.
I want to feel like I'm in a snow globe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is it? Taos, New Mexico. That's what I was thinking.
No.
Taos, New Mexico.
You were right, though, but with that Austria. Wait, where are those photos from, though, Pimpy? That doesn't look like Christmas Village.
Yeah,
at
that
all.
looks the opposite.
like that. Like, where is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, that's great. That's what I want. Yeah. Wow, they really exist.
Solvang, California.
Nah.
Bad Raga, Switzerland.
Nah.
I don't love it.
Nah.
Woodstock, Vermont. No.
Nah.
Franklin, Tennessee. Certainly not.
I want the picture that we saw. That's
yeah,
closer.
what's the picture that we saw? Look at maybe it's Europe.
Ooh.
Our Haas, Denmark is a keeper so far.
Yeah.
Nachas, Louisiana. Williamsburg, Virginia. Shout out Colonial Williamsburg. St. Augustine, Florida. First
No,
settlement
you
in the
mean-
U.S.
That looks very.
Colmar, France is a keeper.
That looks like a keeper.
Newport Beach, Cali. Alexandria, Virginia.
Can't be warm. No warm climate.
No. It's got to be cold. Rothenburg, Oberdau, Tauber, Germany looks promising.
Remember when we were in Aspen?
Oh, my God.
That was a nice little cute little village.
Remember the fart that I ripped at Aspen?
Yes.
That
It reverberated through the mountains.
Do you really remember like how crazy that
It
was?
shot through like
Hold on,
three
hold on.
blocks.
Keep talking.
Because of the way the acoustics were at the foothills of the mountain, you could be like, yo, and you heard yo, 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 yo. And he farted and it literally like shot like 4 blocks. Like I saw someone, like a family walking 4 blocks away and they went like that.
Yeah.
Now, was this crazier than the fart he played previously on the show?
That fart sounded more like the beginning to what's happening.
This fart was, and I'm sorry.
It sounded like what's that? Like Home Improvement. He's like,
Yeah, I'm sorry that this is like fart heavy, but this podcast lately, but this fart, and then what also was great is we got our reactions, me and Sal's reactions of us laughing hysterically, like we did a watch back of the fart that I posted.
The reaction shot.
Yeah.
No, because also we were in Aspen and the air was thin.
Yes.
And so we were laughing so hard we almost passed out.
I legitimately remember almost passing out.
How are you going to find this?
Because we posted on Instagram.
While he's finding that, this is a crazy fact.
When we open our eyes,
I got it,
we
by the way.
perceive the outside world as it is right now. But we are actually living slightly in the past. It takes time for information from our eyes to reach our brain where it is processed, analyzed, and ultimately integrated into consciousness.
Interesting.
I wonder what that lag is.
That's trippy.
I mean, we're
Nanosecs?
little computers. Yeah, probably a tiny second.
Here we go.
Wow.
Here.
Guys, literally, this town is so beautiful. It's like, actually, it makes me emotional.
and then here is the, and then this is we're on the floor laughing. This is from January 5th, 2019.
No, it has to be before that.
No, it's January 7th, January 5th and 7th, 2019.
Really? 2019. So that's when I wrote my Aspen bit?
It must have been.
That was that day.
I gotta go get toilet paper.
Go for it, babe. 70 milliseconds have passed by the time we process the information that we see with our eyes. I don't know how long that is. That's got to be, well, I know how long it is. It's 70 milliseconds. But how many milliseconds are in a second? 1,000? Got a million? A millionth? I mean, it's got to be a million, right? 1,000. Like a millennia, right?
What is?
So 70 of those. So it's like almost like a little less than 1/10 of a second.
So, but
That's
if you
actually pretty substantial.
because if you do that in the course of your life, you're really like minutes behind. Like when you die, you really died 10 minutes ago.
How so?
I'm just saying, like if you
Cumulatively, of every time we open our eyes and something catches up with us,
right,
it's 1/10 of a second behind that it gets to our brains.
yeah. So yeah,
Is there any animal that lives in the moat that can just see things as they're happening?
I don't know. I also don't know how we know that dogs are colorblind.
yeah. I don't know either. And to be honest with you, I don't want to know. I'm not ready for that.
How do we all know that we're not, like, I don't understand, like,
Yeah, because well, do you know that like what you see as blue or red or green, I see it as that, but it's a little bit different.
is that true?
That's true. We all see it a little bit different.
That's weird to me.
Yeah.
There's no definite way to confirm that we know anything at all.
Yes.
That's the sentence. Epistemology. How do we know that you know what you know? There is no definite way to confirm we know anything. Only from our direct experience can we claim any knowledge about the world. It's hard to imagine a world that exists outside of what we can perceive.
Well, because that's the thing. That's the thing.
The things people Google. How is it possible that we know anything at all?
Through our innate and autonomous human reason and the methods of science, we can not only know the universe, but we can infer at least something of what God is like. Through our innate and autonomous human reason, including the methods of science, we can know the universe. I don't know what I just read or said.
Me neither.
Here's the thing, is really what is happening, though, is there is a thing where it's like more like alternate realities as opposed to like living in the past, future, present. Like there's a reality where like your hat is slightly to the other side.
But is that true?
Pimp says it is, so it has to be.
I mean, that's movie stuff, right?
No, but
I mean, I think that's what ghosts are. Like, it's just two different dimensions where the coding is thin in the video game.
I know, but you believe in ghosts?
I believe that it's probably like alternate dimensions where God just got lazy and it's just bad, like a bad video game. You could see through
You
the
believe
map.
in God? This is like a high conversation in college.
yeah, there has to be
I
something.
believe in something.
There has to be something. I don't know whatever religion wants to say, or that's fine. But there's got to be something.
Well, we're saying right now, I want to know, do you think in our lifetime we will, I know we covered aliens in the past, but I just want to ask you, do you think that we will, before we go, that we will see aliens? Or, because you know how people are like, you got to be careful, like it's global warming and you know, the ocean is being depleted, and that's going to have, you know, a domino effect, and we're worried about all this stuff as far as like Earth ecologically, like Greenpeace stuff, but all that's out the window if the aliens just come down and want to take over shit.
Yeah.
Like no one's anticipating that. We have like scientists being like, well, before we're in trouble with the ice caps melting, will be, every like X amount that we sink an inch, blah, blah. But no one's just like, at any given moment, aliens that come down, tear shit up, and it doesn't matter about any of those calculations.
I agree with you 100%, and that's why I think about it a lot too. Would you rather die like a normal death, like die alone, whatever, like just you're dying and like, you know, the world keeps going on, or would you rather be part of a mass extinction?
God, I'm gonna have a full panic attack right now.
I'm just asking.
I don't like my mind to go to these places at all. I think I would just rather just let me pass.
This is the way I get when I'm on
Take
Dayquil.
everybody out with me.
Yeah.
Now, I saw something crazy on the news. 60 Minutes did an hour on aliens the other night. 60 Minutes.
Okay.
And they interviewed these two people who witnessed something off of a Navy, you know, where they carry all the jets. And they pulled up on one of these little UFOs that was like boiling the ocean a little bit in the middle of nowhere. Like doing something to the ocean. So it's like, what if they're just going to rip all the water?
There was a 60. I like that you said 60 Minutes did an hour on it.
Yeah. They did an hour. That
No,
60
they
minutes did an
usually
hour
do-
special on
They
it.
usually do like 15-minute segments on bullshit.
Oh, really? I'm like,
Well,
well,
that's-
60 Minutes.
That's the thing.
Like 60 Minutes is 3 hours.
That's the thing that's most mind-blowing to me is now, like, everybody talks about aliens like, of course, they're real. Where 25 years ago, 60 Minutes would never report on this.
It would be mass hysteria in the streets. But I will say this, like, also now we're all like way too comfortable. Why isn't there mass hysteria in the streets? Like, why everyone's like, yeah, okay, there's aliens, but like nobody cares.
I don't know.
How is nobody caring?
And then this happened yesterday.
What happened yesterday? If UFOs are aliens, Obama hopes humanity would find common ground. So Obama knows for sure that there are or aren't.
I mean, I hope we find common ground. You don't know. How about this? You don't know if they're gonna come down and solve our problems. I don't know what they're waiting for.
How about this?
Aliens, if you're listening, and we know you are,
How about this?
like, come down, cure stuff for us, please.
I know a guy who is personal friends with President Barack Obama.
Did you say with an alien?
Yes. No, it's personal friends with President Barack Obama. I'll tell you his name after the show. I mean, personal, like, for real, like, this is for real, he's friends with him.
Yeah.
Like, very, very close.
Yeah.
He told me that he had dinner once at the Obama's residence after he was president, like when he's just hanging out, like, in Chicago, wherever he lives, that he asked him...
Where does he live?
I think Chicago or D.C.
Okay.
He asked him about aliens, right?
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And he was like, honestly, man, he's like, at this point, he was like, there's some things I can't just tell anybody. He's like, but he's like, this is what President Obama said. President Obama.
I love that he's like, I can't talk much about it, and then your friend tells you,
Yeah.
you got to hear what Obama said. Now we're like, guys, you got to hear what Obama said.
Yeah. Because, well, what he said was, because he really didn't say much, because what he said was, that was mind-blowing. I had 10,000 other questions for him after this, but he walked away,
But he slapped me and walked away.
Yeah, he slapped me and walked away. He said, bitch. Yeah. Yeah. So
Let me tell you what Obama said to me.
Yeah.
He said this, slap, and then just walks away.
but what he said, that was like truly like mind-shattering, where I was like, wait, what? Obama said that? And again, this guy is a viable source, like a guy who like legitimately, like, I know is like a personal friend. And he said that Obama looked him dead in the eyes and said, this has been Hey Babe.
You got me on that one.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake.